So, just when you thought Trevor Lawrence's pro day was the only thing to talk about, the Houston Texans released J.J. Watt. And that news hits you like the old proverbial ton of bricks on the badge on your phone and the alert on your phone. And then it comes out that J.J. Watt asked for his release, and the Houston Texans said yes.
Huh.
Interesting.
You don't say.
Interesting how that works out. And the 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, the heartbeat of this organization and city, and a man who wins Walter Payton Man of the Year awards before there's even a snap of the NFL season because of how much money he raised after a dreadful hurricane nearly wiped Houston off the map, and then everything that he stood for, an 11th overall selection in Houston, 2011. And given everything, all of his heart and his soul, his blood, sweat, tears, and his many ligaments and broken bones and on the line. And they say there is, in fact, the door that you are asking to have opened for you. And it comes also an announcement from his own Twitter account. If you missed it, let's walk you through it. Here's the video that J.J. Watt posted with him wearing a Wisconsin Badgers sweatshirt. Roll it.
I came here 10 years ago as a kid from Wisconsin who'd never really been to Texas before. And now I can't imagine my life without Texas in it. The way that you guys have treated me, besides draft night, I mean, you guys booed me on draft night, but every day after that, you treated me like family. And I truly feel like you're my family. Since that day, I have tried to do everything in my power to work and earn your respect and try and make you proud on and off the field. You guys have given me everything and more, and I can only hope that you feel like I've given you everything I have. The city of Houston's been unbelievable to me. It's where I met my wife. It's where I've met lifelong friends and my teammates. I've had incredible coaches and training staff and equipment staff and cafeteria workers and the weight room staff and the front office people and people on the streets, people in restaurants and grocery stores and showing up at my house. The connection is special, and I will never, ever take that for granted because I know how rare it is. It is always tough to move on, and I just want you guys to know that I love you. I appreciate you. I appreciate the McNair family for giving me, drafting me and giving me my first opportunity in the NFL. Thank you, Houston. I love you.
High class, as always, from J.J. Watt. And, I love the guy. I met him first time at a Courtyard by Marriott event at the Super Bowl in Indianapolis when the Giants and Patriots were getting set to play each other a second time. And he and another top draft choice from the draft that had just been completed, J.J. Watt and Cam Newton were the luminaries. And so he couldn't have been more fresh-faced and couldn't have been greater with fans. And then you just got the sense that he was going to take off. You got that sense that this guy had the star quality to him. And now comes the second act. And I'll share with you. I texted him this morning without even making the connection that he met his wife in Houston. I met, as you know, my wife in the newsroom at ESPN. We got 3 beautiful babies. And I texted him. I'm like, hey, go forth and multiply your sacks. And I've had my best years after leaving a spot I never thought I would ever leave in ESPN. And then I followed it up with another text, Chris, that said, yes, I am, in fact, saying you can be the Rich Eisen of pass rushers. He has yet to respond to that. He's yet to respond. I just assume he's got a lot of
he's probably busy.
wishes.
Yeah.
And so now it's time to start wondering, who could use J.J. Watt? Again, he turns 32 in about 5 weeks' time. Who could use J.J. Watt? I have spent a lot of time this morning. I honestly, after I hit send on that text, I spent all morning compiling a list of all the teams that can use J.J. Watt. Don, can you put it up on the screen right here? All the teams could use J.J. Watt. There you have it.
Everyone.
Every last team. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I researched it all morning. All the teams can use J.J. Watt. Every last team. To use the phrase, now that J.J. Watt is on the street, that the Watt brothers like to use, it's time to play some tag. Literally every team. Who wants a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year with a heart that pumps professional football blood? Who wants that guy in the locker room? Who wants that guy rushing the quarterback who just represented 20% of his team's pressures last year? Apparently that's the number for J.J. Watt in a 4-win season for the Houston Texans. Who wants him? The obvious answers. The Green Bay Packers, if he wants to go home to Wisconsin. Does he want to play with his brother? Does he want to play some tag in Pittsburgh? You know Steelers fans are all like, oh, yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, TJ Watt just tweeted out the gif of The Rock doing the come. Just come, buddy. Just come.
There you go. I mean, It is on. It is, in fact, on. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.